and welcome to the Cruise Show. I'm Carly and this is John. Well, are you the kind of person that likes to go on holiday and lie on a sun lounger the whole time, not move and just relax? Or are you the kind of person that likes to find activities to do like rock climbing, maybe go to a water park, a bit of ice skating, maybe have a wander around the shops? Well, whichever one of those you are, a Royal Caribbean International Cruise is definitely for you, because all of those activities are included in the price, or you can just pick a sun lounger and relax for your entire cruise. And we have got some wonderful itineraries for you today for 2018. So that means deposit only will secure these holidays for you today. And we are even going to be throwing in some onboard credit. So stay tuned, make sure you're sitting comfortably with the telephone handy, because I think we might have your next cruise on the show today. And to tell us a little bit more about Royal Caribbean International, it's the cruise man himself, Mr. John Cooper.
Well, thanks very much indeed, Carly. What can you say about Royal Caribbean Cruises? They have just built the most incredible ships. They have everything on board, from things like ice rinks, flow riders. I mean, who'd have thought of doing things like this? They are so incredible. And then there's the amount of things to do around the ship as well. There are so many things to do. But as Carly said, if you just want to relax, well, you can really relax as well. The actual facilities on board are unbelievable. The staterooms are incredible, and the food, well, from the Windjammer buffet to, the help yourself ice cream machine. There's so much, and it's so enjoyable, and that's all included in the cost of your holiday. I think you're going to be impressed. Stay around. I think we're going to be taking you on a holiday you'll want to go on.
Yes, I think we are as well. We are going to start out by taking you around the Mediterranean in May next year. And this is on board the Navigator of the Seas. So let's see what you could expect on board.
Well, there really is lots going on board the Navigator of the Seas. Do you know what I like about it is, it's the things like this. This is the promenade, the Royal Promenade, which has got all sorts of restaurants and shops and bars and things. And the whole thing is so incredible to look at as you go around. And then, on top deck, there's the water parks. There's also things like sports courts there too, for you to enjoy and watch too. There is so much going on. Then, around the ship, there's the places like this. This is Johnny Rockets. That's the burger bar. This is the main restaurant. Look at it. It's absolutely magnificent. Remember, it's a la carte meals here every evening, served to you, waiter service. You just don't get that in hotels these days, do you? And then there's the wonderful West End style entertainment. The shows are incredible. They really are. And remember, these are all included in the price. You don't have to pay extra for these. They're included in the price. That's why so many people want to go on a Royal Caribbean cruise, go time and time again. There's the comfortable accommodation. This gives you a lovely view of what you can do in a balcony cabin as well, which are really spacious. Give us a call, we'll quote you on the balconies. And you know, these are what sort of things you can be doing. It's a romantic cruise as well, to relax and enjoy and watch the sun go down as you relax on the most wonderful way to go and travel. Look at this top deck. Look, you see the swimming pools, all the sunbeds, the fun things to do. Oh yes, I'm sure all of them's got your name on it. Now this is a Grand Mediterranean tour going on the 13th of May next year for 14 nights. So remember, just the deposit right now. Now we're going to be sailing out of Southampton, so no one's standing there counting, you know, how many cases you've got, anything. Well, let's take what you want. Going to cruise out from Southampton waters, and our first port of call is Gibraltar. A little bit of Britain on the cusp of the Mediterranean. Do you know what? It's pound sterling here. It's duty free, obviously. A UNESCO World Heritage Site there too for you to go and enjoy. Then we're going to cruise up the Spanish coast in the Mediterranean to Alicante. You can go to, well, Benidorm for the day here, and why wouldn't you want to go there? So much fun. I lived there for a couple of years, you know. And then we're going to cruise across into Italy to Civitavecchia. This week go to Rome for the day. Maybe go see the Trevi Fountain, throw a coin in it, and you know that makes sure you'll be back. Then we're into Livorno in Italy. This is where there's so much to go and see and do. Maybe you want to go and see Florence with its grand dome. How lovely is that? Or then we're going to cruise on to Marseille. Marseille is France's second largest city, so therefore got so much going on there. The shopping is wonderful there too. Then we're into Barcelona. Do you know what? Once again, Barcelona, you don't know what to do. There's so much to do. And maybe why don't you go to the Pueblo de España, which is the village of Spain there. Lovely, really nice to do. Then to Lisbon, the capital of Portugal. You get a cruise under the April 25th bridge, and then you're more or less in the centre of the town. It's lovely. Into Vigo we go next. This is a wonderful fishing port, and you know what? It's green Spain around there. It's so incredible. Last time I went there, I went on a trip on a boat to the fishing grounds, and then we also did a wine tasting. It was lovely. All that time away around the Mediterranean for £999. But that's not all. I'm going to be splashing that Cooper cash. Oh yeah, going to give you $100 per stateroom on board credit. $100 to spend on anything you want while you're away. This is what you call value for money. It's when you think what's included in the price. Well, first of all, there's breakfast. And that's either a buffet, eat all you want, or you're going to have it served in a restaurant. There's lunch included every single day. Then there's evening meal included. Now, once again, a la carte, waiter served, or you go to the buffet if you want. And then there's late night snacks into the buffet. There's help yourself ice cream. There's wonderful shows. Absolutely fabulous West End shows every single night of your holiday. And then there are so many other attractions around the ship, and it's all included in the cost of your holiday. Once you've done a holiday like this, I know you'll be back for more. So what are you waiting for now? You've got to deposit, haven't you? All you do is give us a call, and we'll do the rest.
Yes, you should really get on this itinerary. It's a wonderful, wonderful destinations and an amazing ship as well. And John mentioned things like the entertainment on board. The shows are second to none. We are talking full West End Broadway style production shows. You are going to have the time of your life, and you're definitely not going to have time to get bored. Let's have a little sail back through those details. So we're going to be sending you out from Southampton and heading for Gibraltar. Perhaps do a little bit of duty-free shopping, or maybe head up the rock itself, some spectacular views. Then we're into Alicante. Head to San Juan Beach, just a few miles away. It's got lots of water activities and sports going on there. Then we're into Civitavecchia, of course, for Rome. Head and see things like Trevi Fountain, the Spanish Steps and the Colosseum. Then we'll arrive into Livorno. Now from here you could maybe head to the romantic capital of Italy, Florence, or maybe go and see the Leaning Tower in Pisa. Before we arrive in Marseille, one of the oldest cities in France awaits you here, and it's inspired artists for centuries. It's not hard to see why. Then we'll arrive into Barcelona, maybe go and see the Picasso Museum, or perhaps visit the football stadium while you're there. Then we'll arrive into Lisbon, maybe do a 4x4 adventure while you're in Lisbon. And most of the sights can be seen on the sail in, so do make sure you're out on deck. And then we'll arrive into Vigo. Semil Sands is one of the best beaches within easy reach, so maybe head there and have a nice relaxing day before we sail you back into Southampton. And all of that from fares of just $9.99 per person. And don't forget, we're throwing in your $100 of on-board per stateroom credit as well. Just think what you could spend that on. Maybe some drinks, maybe a spot of shopping.
Ooh.
Maybe a little bottle of perfume, ladies.
No, I don't want to waste it on that.
Or maybe put it towards a shore excursion.
Yeah.
The choices are absolutely endless, and they're all yours. So get yourself on this wonderful cruise for May next year. Don't forget, deposit only. Give us a call on 0800 655 6449. Well, this next itinerary, we are taking you to the Canaries for some sunshine. Sounds lovely, doesn't it? And we're back on board the Navigator of the Seas. So let's see what you could expect on a Royal Caribbean International cruise.
Yeah, this gives you a real good idea of what it's all about. You see the flow right at the back there. Oh, have you noticed the mini golf on the back there as well? I'm good at mini golf.
Oh,
yeah. You want to see me getting it through the windmill. I tell you what, it's absolutely lovely. Listen, look at this. Look, the staterooms are absolutely gorgeous. Do you know what I like as well? You have a stateroom attendant, and when you get back to your bed of a night, it's been turned down for you. My mother never even used to do that for me. Around the ship, there's so much going on. You get looked after so well, you do. And you know, all the waiters, the staff, they all become your friends during your holiday. They really do. This is Johnny Rockets, which is one of the specialty dining options. It's lovely. Sabor, this is the Mexican restaurant, and that means a savor or flavor or taste rather in Spanish. So you know you can sabor the difference. It's going to be lovely. And then you know you get out onto top deck and look at this. This is what they call the H2O zone. This is where it's the water park for the children. But then there's the adult swimming pools as well, where they've got those bubbly, you know, those bubbly pools. I just love them. I love them. Of an evening, there's so much going on of an evening as well. You know, there's a karaoke lounge. That'll do me. There's comedy clubs. There's so much going on all the time. There's wine bars. Look, sports bars, sports courts as well for you. And there's so many different things going on. Now, you know, you can take part in all this if you want. But if your idea of heaven is just reading a book and watching the sun go by, well, that's all you have to do. You know, with the waiters coming up offering you cocktails and stuff. Look at this, ice skating. Who'd have thought you could actually go on an ice skating rink on a ship? It's nuts, isn't it? I'd like to have been in the room when the person who thought of that idea brought it up at Royal Caribbean headquarters. I've got an idea. Why don't we put an ice rink on a ship? Look, there's fitness centres, there's everything. And by the way, you don't just get to skate on the ice. They do those lavish productions, you know, the shows on ice. So you get to see all them as well as the normal wonderful productions that they have every single night of your holiday. This is a holiday that you truly, truly going to enjoy. And it's going, for me, at a great time of year as well. The whole thing is just truly wonderful. Look at that. Could you imagine it? Could you imagine it? We're going to Sunshine in the Canaries. Now, this is going on the 26th of October next year. Now, in most areas of the UK, that is the half-term week. Now, we're going for 10 nights. We're going to be cruising out from Southampton, so luggage is not really any restriction there. And our first port of call, Madeira. Now, they call this the Garden Island, and Funchal, the capital, is lovely. I tell you what you really enjoy as well. What you really enjoy, the green sangria there. You're going to really enjoy it. And then we're off to Tenerife. Tenerife is absolutely incredibly beautiful. With so many things going on. So many things going on. It's lovely. Then to Gran Canaria. This is where you can actually go to Las Palmas for the day shopping, and you'll enjoy that. But there's the beaches of Porto Morgan. The beaches of Porto Morgan, absolutely lovely. And then onto Lanzarote. That is, once again, absolutely beautiful. It really is. And the beaches here are gorgeous. And then we're into Vigo, once again, in northern Spain, which the beaches here are absolutely incredible. If you want to do this, you know, and there's so many excursions on this, you can go to our website as well, visioncruise.co.uk, click on and see all the excursions there too. Now, this is just £699 for 10 nights away to the Canary Islands. Now, what I'm also going to do, because, you know, I like you, I'm going to include $50 per stateroom on board credit. That's $50 that you can really enjoy. And you know, maybe taking a trip with it, or maybe, you know, go do some shopping. Maybe some specialty dining. It's entirely up to you. But, you know, when you consider this is under £70 a night, under £70 a night, and it's just a deposit right now, and that takes care of October half-term next year as well. So, what are you waiting for? Do you know, we've got people sitting right now waiting for your call, and they're there till 10 o'clock tonight, so you better get a move on.
Well, this really is a lovely time of year to be heading to the Canary Islands. The weather here is just starting to get a little bit miserable, isn't it? And you could be heading off for some winter sunshine. And if you're wondering, oh, is a cruise the right thing for the children? I can guarantee you it really is. There is so much for them to do on board. You saw all the different activities, and the kids clubs are wonderful. If they're having a good time, then you're going to have a good time too. So don't hesitate. just go for it and take them with you. Let's have a little sail back through those details. So we're going to be sailing out from Southampton and heading for Madeira. Beautiful Madeira, one of my favourite ports, the Garden Island. It's stunning. You can take the cable car up Monty and the wicker toboggan back down. It's a little bit hair-raising, but a lot of fun. Or perhaps try a Jeep safari instead. Then we're into Tenerife, some amazing landscapes and beautiful beaches, and you could spend the day at the Fun Loro Park as well. Then we're into Gran Canaria, maybe visit the banana or pineapple plantations or one of the spectacular beaches for the day. Then we'll arrive into Lanzarote. You can head to Fire Mountain at the Timofea National Park to view moonlight volcanic views. Then we will arrive into Vigo, head into the town for some freshly caught fish and maybe some lovely shopping opportunities as well before we sail you back in to Southampton. And first fares are from just $6.99 per person. And don't forget, we're going to include that $50 of on-board credit per stateroom as well. And the choice is yours of what you spend that on. Get yourself booked on this cruise. Don't forget, this is 2018, so deposit only will secure this. And think of each month you can do the countdown. Only so many months till we go, only another so many months until we go. You get that build-up of excitement, which is wonderful, isn't it? So get yourself on the phone and on this cruise. It's 0800 655 6449. Well, we're going to move on to our next itinerary now, and this time we are taking you around the Mediterranean on board the Independence of the Seas. So let's join John for a little look around.
So this is the Royal Promenade. You've got everything here from a Ben & Jerry's, and you know, if you stay in that stateroom up there, you get free Ben & Jerry's ice cream all time long. And then we've got the cafe, we've got shops and entertainment. There's even a pie shop. So I'll pop in here, so if you get here and there's none, you know where's all the pies. So here we are, just arrived on board, and where are we? Well, it's the law of the sea, isn't it? Bit of rabbit food, not too much. Oh, this looks lovely. There's so much choice, isn't there? So much choice. Oh, I'll have some of that. Oh, some tomato. Oh, onion. I love a bit of onion. Look at the hams and the cheeses. Lots of meat up. If you really want to treat yourself while you're on holiday, why don't you pop into Chops Grill? The steak and seafood here are absolutely incredible, and you'll just love it. There's tables for families or couples. It's whatever you want, but I know one thing you will want. You want a really juicy steak, and you'll get one. When it comes to accommodation, there's lots to choose from. Now this is the Royal Suite, and I can't promise you that all rooms are going to be like this, with things like their own bar, their own, well, lounge area that's bigger than my lounge at home, bedroom through there with ensuite, of course, and a grand piano. Yeah, I just can't believe it. This is just fantastic.
John, do you know the piano's on my foot?
You hum it, I'll play it. Well, if you're staying in the Royal Suite and you're wondering, is there going to be enough space to hang all my clothes? Well, this is the walk-in wardrobe. I mean to say, there's enough for all my stuff here, and a couple of guests as well. When you've had a hard day at the water park and you're a bit hot and bothered, what's the best thing you can actually do? Well, how about coming to one of these, Sprinkles? The thing is, it's ice cream and you help yourself and it's free. Now that's dangerous. I'll be back in a while for more. Well, you've caught me. I'm in the solarium area, just relaxing and taking it in and checking the compass to find out what's to do on the ship. And there's so much to do. Do you know what? There's so much to do. I think I'll just be busy doing nothing. But that's what cruise holidays are about. Your way, especially on the Independence of the Seas. Well, everybody's got the 15 minutes worth in them, haven't they? And this is your chance as well. It's the On-Air Studio. It's a karaoke lounge and it gets seen around the ship. My chance. Do you know, I'd love to have been a fly on the wall in the room when someone at Royal Caribbean International's HQ suggested they put an ice rink on a ship. Well, obviously that wouldn't work. Well, maybe it would. Now, the thing is, you can learn to skate here, or you can just sit back and watch the shows on ice. It's spectacular. So here we are on the Independence of the Seas. It is one of the biggest, funnest ships to sail out of the UK. When it's full, it has just over 3,500 people on board. But you know what? You wouldn't know that by the space around the decks. Do you know there's 22 different bars and places to mingle of an evening? It's like a floating holiday resort. Yes, there are hot tubs, there are swimming pools, there's the movies which you can see, there's jogging tracks, there's mini golf, there's the flow rider, there's the theatre. Need I say more? There is so much going on, and the food is incredible as well, from the Windjammer to the main restaurant, which is like a fine dining experience in itself. Do you know, when you think what's involved in a Royal Caribbean International holiday, and you look at the Independence of the Seas, it's a holiday you should really think about taking. I love it, and I think you will do too.
Is this your holiday? Is this your holiday in 2018? It could be. This is a Mediterranean highlights cruise going on the 22nd of September next year for 14 nights. Now, once again, we're cruising in and out of Southampton, so that means there's no weight restrictions on luggage. Our first port of call is going to be Gibraltar. That is a lovely, it's on the gateway into the Mediterranean. And when you get off, you just walk into the town centre. It's lovely to sit and just have a cup of coffee. But remember, it's pound sterling there as well. And of course, duty free. Then we're going to go cruise across the Mediterranean to Villefranche. Now, this is in the south of France. You can go to Nice for the day from here if you want, or just sort of wander around. You can. Then we're into Civitavecchia. This is the port where you go to Rome. Maybe you want to go to the Vatican. Have a look around. Top tip there is go to the Vatican first thing in the morning, avoid the queues. Then we're across to Livorno in Italy. This is where you go many things, including going to see the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Get that selfie picture of you holding it up. It's got to be done, hasn't it? Then we're across to the south of France again to Toulon, which is absolutely lovely. The beaches here are great. And there's a lovely market every morning if you want to get off the ship nice and early, get yourself around there. Then we're in to Barcelona. Once again, I love Barcelona. Las Ramblas, Las Sacra Familia Church, which you can see there, or maybe one of the football stadiums. That'll be good. Then we cruise into Lisbon, the capital of Portugal. Maybe have a look around the 7 hills of Lisbon. There's so much to see and do, and the shopping in Lisbon is quite good value too. Then into Vigo in northern Spain. Now, talking of shopping, where the ship pulls in is right next to a huge shopping complex. It really is lovely, and there's a lovely harbour there too, and the fish restaurants are unbelievable. And then we're going to cruise you back into Southampton. Now, this is all for you for just £1,149. Plus, we're going to give you $100 worth of that Cuba cash to spend on anything you want. If you want it, I'd dial the number if I was you. You don't want to miss out on it.
You really don't. When you think of everything that's included in the price, if you went to a resort for a week, 2 weeks, how much would all of those activities cost? If you went to a water park for the day, tried a different restaurant every single night, how much is that going to cost you? All of it is included in the price, and you saw the footage with John on board. You are going to have the time of your life, and this itinerary is wonderful. Lots of cities that you should definitely see in your lifetime and tick off the list. So let's have a little sail back through those details. So we're going to be sending you out from Southampton and heading for Gibraltar, the duty-free port. I'd recommend a trip inside the Rocks Caves. They are absolutely fascinating, and you can meet those cheeky Barbary apes while you're there. Then we're into Villefranche, soak up the glamour in Cannes, or maybe visit Nice or Monte Carlo. You could even walk the F1 circuit while you're there. Then we'll arrive into Civitavecchia, head to Rome and see what this amazing city has got to offer. Maybe try and spot a gladiator at the Colosseum. Then we are in to Livorno. From here you could visit Florence for the day, or maybe head to Pisa and see the Leaning Tower. Then we'll arrive in to Toulon, head to the fascinating old quarter, or maybe take the fun tourist train around the town. Then the following day you'll be in Barcelona. I'd recommend the hop-on, hop-off bus around here to see this fascinating city sites like Las Ramblas. Then we're into Lisbon, Portugal's capital. It's absolutely lovely. Before we finish up in Vigo, where you could enjoy some fresh fish and some shopping opportunities and perhaps a Segway tour. That sounds like fun. And all of that from just £1,149. Get yourself on the phone, 0800 655 6449. It's now time for our quick picks.
And we start off this time around on the Independence of the Seas once again, going around Spain and France on the 14th of October this year for 7 nights, going from Southampton to Gijón in Spain, into Bilbao, over to Cherbourg in France, then to Le Havre, where you can go to Paris for the day on an excursion, and then back into Southampton. Based on 2 people sharing, just £599. That's incredible value for money. If you want it, you call the number 0800 655 6449 and we'll get you involved in that one straight away. Next, we're on to the Navigator of the Seas, going around the Italian Mediterranean on the 15th of September this year for 14 nights. This is cruising out from Southampton, going to Gibraltar, Villafranche, Venice, Civitavecchia for Rome, Livorno, we go to Florence or Pisa, Genoa in Italy, then to Malaga in Spain, Lisbon in Portugal and back into Southampton. 14 nights away, £949. Just a deposit right now. If you want to get involved in it, 0800 655 6449 and tell our guys you saw it on the telly. Then we're on to the Navigator of the Seas, going around the northern European cities. This on the 13th of October this year. Have you seen the price? Just $599. Going from Southampton to Cherbourg, Le Havre, Oslo, where we're going to overnight in port, then to Amsterdam, which is lovely, Zeebrugge for Bruges, then back into Southampton. $599 for a Royal Caribbean International Cruise, 0800 655 6449, and it's yours.
Well, if you have never cruised before, now is the time. You've seen the ships, you've seen these wonderful itineraries. I'm sure you've got lots of questions. Get yourself on the phone and speak to one of our dedicated team, because they specialise in cruise holidays, and ask them to send out our first time guide to cruising. They'll send that out free of charge, and I'm sure that'll answer all the questions you've got. But from myself and from John, it's time to go. See you next time.
Yeah, carry on cruising. See you.
You've been watching a commercial presentation on behalf of Vision Cruise.